Welcome to Java Essentials. In this session, we will see how we can get to download IntelliJ IDEA. So using the link I provided in the description, open it. It should land you on this page where you see the ultimate version versus the community version. Please note we're working with the community version. It's the free version. However, if you're up for it, you can go for the paid version here. So we're going with the community version. You can open this link right here and it will land you on this page, which is the IDEA community version. Go ahead and download it and install it. So mine is already downloaded and installed. What you can do here is to pause your video and then come back after it is successfully installed. But once that is done, you should expect to see this, the minimize screen right here. Let me just maximize it for full vision without the need to zoom in. So you should expect to see this. What we will do is we'll click on new project. We're just getting started. We don't know much about what to find here. I'll call this Hello World. We'll talk about the naming conventions later and you'll see why. Since I have a Hello World ready, another Hello World, I'll just call this Hello World 1. You can name yours Hello World if you don't have it already. I'll leave the location as default. I will deselect create Git repository. We're not covering that in this session. But if you do have a repository, if you're coming from a background where it's something, version control is something you're already working with and familiar with, you can leave that selected and push your code there. Then you select the build system, so I'll leave this at default. We'll be working with Maven, then the JDK. So we started our first session by talking about JDK. I'll make a point of attaching that session in the video once I upload it. So we covered, how to install JDK in our first video. If you didn't have it done already, when you click on that down arrow, you will see the option to download JDK. So I had mentioned earlier in that session, in lesson 1, that you can download JDK from within your IntelliJ IDEA, such as this. So if the JDK is not ready, you can just click on download and it will download it. Otherwise, if it's ready, you can add it from here. Any other that were detected, the ones that we had pre-installed, then you can select them from down here. So I'll just leave mine as 22. That's the one that I am working with. Whichever one you're working with, please select that. You can download several. As you see, we have all these available for me to pick from. So sometimes you'd find that depending on the support and such, you might prefer to work with a different JDK. So for now, I'll just be working with 22. Again, if you didn't download 22 from the first lesson, you can just click on download JDK here. It should land you on the same procedure. Remember to pause the video so you can come back and continue with us if that is what you prefer to do. Now I go with the 22. I'll select add sample code for easy starting, but you don't have to. When you're getting started, it's best if you do that, to select so that it can generate a Hello World code for us. So I'll just leave that as default too. If I didn't leave that as default, it could have come in blank, then I'd have to add my own files. So I'll leave everything else as default and click on create. What I expect to see is this. So it's creating, ignore my warnings here from other projects. And it's creating a POM file, which I will close because that's not where we are focusing on, among other things in the main .java. So I'd like to remind us from the previous lesson, we saw that .java files are where we start our journey in the Java technology. So in this case, we have main.java. We'll talk more about it later on. For now, I just want us to focus on working with Hello World, which we will cover in the next session. Stay tuned.